Hello. Hi, how's it going? My name is Haley, if you haven't met yet. We're gonna get started right away in a tabletop pose. So we're just gonna get moving right away. Don't mind my dog, he'll pace for a little bit before he settles down. So thanks for joining. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you guys were able to get out a little bit today. It was so beautiful. For thunderstorms tomorrow. Arriving in your tabletop, wrists aligned underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then we'll just start circling the hips and shoulders. And circling one direction, just starting to fully awaken your body. Taking some free form movement. Right away, just starting to build that connection with your breath. And if you notice that you're taking super quick circles, trying to slow that down a little bit. Beginning to slow down your breath. And then reversing that direction, so whatever direction you took, taking this in the opposite direction. You might even want to close the eyes right now. Really starting to open up the wrists, the shoulders, the hips. Being familiar with being on our hands. And getting out all those little pockets of tension. Finding your own rhythm here. Taking about 2 more delicious circles. And going back to our tabletop. We'll tuck our toes right away. On our inhale, we'll draw the heart forward, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, coming into your cow pose. And then sink the hips back, keeping that little back bend in the back. And then roll the body forward, rounding the spine, coming into your cat. Inhale to your cow, lower the belly, and then sink the hips to the heels. And then roll the spine forward, taking this into your cat-like spine. A couple more like that on your own with your breath. Flowing in and out of your cats and cows. Just starting to feel this wave-like motion. Beginning to connect your body with the breath. Taking about 2 more of these spinal rolls. And we'll meet back in our tabletop. In our next round of breath, we'll lengthen the right leg back. Lengthen the left arm out in front. You can actually untuck the left toes right now, just for a little bit more balance. Keep the right fingers super wide on the mat, finding that grip, finding that stability. And then we'll cactus the left arm. Keep the right leg lengthened. On our exhale, we're gonna hug the knee to the elbow, finding that crunch. Inhale, arm out to a cactus, lengthen the leg back. Exhale to curl and crunch. 3 more just like that. Inhale, open your body up. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, open. Twice more. Curl in. One more time. And then exhale to curl. Lengthen the limbs out, opposite directions. And then plant the left hand down. Tuck the left toes. Inhale, lifts you up to your three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack your right hip on top of left. And then taking some slow circles with the right knee, opening up the hip, opening up the right leg. Try to lower the left heel down lower, finding that opening along the entire back side of the left leg, and then reversing the circles of the right leg. Try keeping the shoulders in line with one another, so avoiding opening so much in the right shoulder that it's higher than the left. And then coming back to your three-legged dog. Draw the right knee to the right arm, and then lower the right knee down, coming into our half pigeon. We're taking this active variation, just opening up the right hip, staying on fingertips, and then rolling the upper body down and up. Just taking a couple spinal rolls once more. And every exhale, trying to settle down into the right hip a little more. Notice if you're holding any tension, if you're gripping the fingers. Trying to make this slow and soft, and graceful and effortless. After your last time, coming back upright, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, three-legged dog, downward facing dog, huddle out the feet a couple of times. And then lower the knees back down, tabletop. Lengthen the right arm out in front of you. Lengthen the left leg back. Cactus the right arm. Take an inhale here to broaden through the chest, opening yourself up. And then exhale to curl in. Draw the elbow to the knee. Inhale to open yourself up, keeping the arm cactus. And then exhale to curl. 3 more times, inhale, open. Exhale to curl. Twice more, open. And curl. Inhale, opening yourself. Exhale, curl the body in. Coming back, open. Lengthen the right arm out in front. And then plant the hand down. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, lifts your hips, three-legged dog. Bend the left knee, stack the left hip on top of right. Taking some nice open circles. And trying to lower the left shoulder just an inch or so to keep the shoulders squared. And then reversing this direction of the leg, taking the circles in the opposite direction. Inhale, three-legged dog. Draw the left knee to the left arm, and then slide the knee down to the wrist. Lower the shin, untuck the right toes. Staying on fingertips. Broaden through the chest, gaze shifts up. And then round the spine down. Flowing in and out of your spinal rolls, your cat-colic spine. Taking a couple more rolls here. And then meeting back upright. Plant through the hands, tuck the back toes, inhale, three-legged dog. Plant the left foot. Roll yourself forward. High plank. Exhale, lower the elbows, or sorry, not lower the elbows, bend the elbows. Lower yourself halfway or to the belly. Untuck the toes, come to the top of the feet, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, maybe moving through high plank, downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the feet. Take a generous bend in the knees. Hands grab opposite triceps here. Take yourself into a ragdoll. Let the upper body sway back and forth. And let the breath move in and out of the body. Kobe, no. My dog's playing with a dumbbell. That's crazy. And then release the elbows, drape the body forward. Soften the knees, roll yourself up to standing. Fingertips rise overhead. And then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, swoop the arms overhead. Take a baby back bend here. And then grab opposite tricep, or grab opposite elbows, triceps. Take a side bend over to the right side. Inhale, lifts you through center. Exhale, side bend to the left side. Coming up through center. Exhale, release, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Walk the hands out to your high plank. Right hand comes in front of the face. Shift your weight to the outside edge of the right foot. Open yourself up, side plank. Vashisthasana. Holding here for a couple. Gosh. I am so sorry about that. And then lower yourself through your high to low plank. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Roll yourself forward, high plank. Left hand comes in front of the face. Pivot your foot to the outside edge of the foot. Lift the right arm up, Vashisthasana. Side plank, left side. Holding here. And then lower the right hand down, top of a plank. Take yourself through a chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out of the mouth. Inhale, right heel rises. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then draw the knee to the opposite tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, draw the knee to the opposite tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog, open the hip. One more time, opposite tricep. Knee draws to the chest, create that space, draw the heel to the glutes, and then step the foot between the hands. Lower the back knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, arms lift overhead, Vinyasa. Hands grab opposite triceps. Take a side bend over to the right side. Next inhale lifts you through center. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Notice how this feels different from side to side. And coming back up through center. Release the elbows. Take a half split. Shift the hips back. Peel the right toes off your mat. And then plant through the right foot. Left hand down. Right fingertips open you up. Coming into a twisted lunge. Keep reaching the left side of the chest over to the right side of your room. Softening through the right shoulder. And then pivot the left shin. Reach the right foot back, modified side plank. Bend the right knee, catch hold of the top of the right foot. Coming into a quad stretch. Releasing the hip flexor. Gaze can shift to the top of the room. And then try coming to fingertips. So tensing the left hand, notice how that shifts the mindset, shifts the body, shifts the balance. Release the foot. Step the right foot back, long leg. Step the left foot back, top of the plank. Make your way through a chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Next exhale, draw the left knee to the right tricep, crossing over the body. Inhale, lift the leg, bend the knee. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lift and open. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Hug the knee to the chest, create that space, press the hands into the ground, and then step the foot through. Lower the right knee and tuck the toes. Inhale, Vinyasa. Try grabbing hold of opposite triceps, but maybe grab hold of the opposite way, whatever way feels a little bit unnatural. Inhale, lengthen through the top of the head, and then exhale, side bend over to the left side. Stay rooted through the left big toe. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, side bend to the right side. Coming back up through center. Release the elbows. Shift the hips back. Peel the left toes off of your mat, half splits. And then lower the left foot down. Right hand plants, left fingertips open you up, twisted lunge. Inhale to energize through the left fingertips. And then exhale. Open the chest a little bit more over to the left side, twisting a bit deeper. Pivot the right shin over to the right side. Lengthen the left leg back, modified side plank. Bend the left knee, catch hold of the top of the left foot. Gaze can stay at the right hand or maybe to the top of the room. Remembering to breathe here. And then gently releasing the top of the foot. Step the left leg back, top of the plank, right leg lengthens back. Inhale, shift your way forward, high to low plank. Making your way to your downward facing dog. Soften the knees, lift the heels, bend the elbows. Exhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to fold, root to rise, arms lift overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, swan dive the heart forward, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, step, hop, float, lowering through chaturanga or heading straight to your down dog. Right heel lifts. Draw the knee to the opposite tricep, holding here. And then we'll draw the knee to the right tricep across the body. Then to the left, then to the right. Left, right, hold. Step the foot to the outside edge of the right hand. Shift the hips back. So hands are on the inside of the right foot. So you're in a modified pyramid pose. Staying on fingertips. And then inhale, Bend the right knee, draw the heart forward. Just taking a couple pulses in and out of this. Exhale, lift the hips back. Inhale once more here. Exhale, lift the hips. Walk the hands through center, pivot the feet. Take yourself into your Skandasana, back of the mat. So left foot planted, right leg long. Hands draw to your heart. Your right toes can lift up to the top of the room. You don't have to be as deep as I am. You can have the hips lifted a bit higher, whatever suits your body. And then shift the weight, Skandasana, front of the mat. So really getting into our hips. Shift the weight once more, back of the mat. And coming through center. Inhale, lifts you to your goddess pose. Hands draw to your heart. Holding here. Finding some stillness. Think about pressing your knees out. So externally rotating your inner thighs. Pressing your knees to the back of the room. Sink a little deeper here. Next, inhale, 5-pointed star. Lift the arms overhead, straighten the legs. Pivot the feet, toes in, heels out. Hinge at the hips. Take your fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. You might need to widen your stance. Arms underneath the shoulders. Maybe arms reach or hands reach to the back of the room. Keep the weight shifted in the toes. So hips are in line with the heels. Head hangs heavy, release your neck. Inhale back, upright, halfway lift. Pivot the feet, all 10 toes point forward. Left hand down, right fingertips open you up, coming into your twist. Pivot yourself to your side plank. Shift the weight to the left foot. Right foot might lift, maybe stacked, maybe left knee lowered. Holding here in your high plank, your side plank. Lower the right hand down. Maybe keep the right foot floated. 3-point high plank. And then exhale, lower yourself down, chaturanga. Knee in our downward facing dog. Next, inhale, left heel rises. Draw the left knee to the right tricep and hold. Knee comes to the left tricep, then to the right. Left, right, left, and hold. Step the foot to the outside edge of the right foot, or the left foot, my bad. Lift your hips back up in space. Shift the weight. Modified pyramid pose. So you're on your fingertips. Keep hugging your inner thighs together. And then walk your hands to the back of your mat. Skandasana, back of the mat. Left leg is long. Hips sink to your right heel. Shift the weight over to the left knee, Skandasana, front of your mat. One more time, Skandasana, back of the mat. Try using your leg strength to get you there. Maybe not using the hands. And then use your legs to lift you up, goddess pose. Knees and toes in the same direction. Hands can draw to the heart. Relax the shoulders. Back is flat. Hips are low. Take a couple rounds of breath here to hold. And then shoot the legs long. Reach the arms overhead. 5-pointed star. Heels out, toes in. Exhale leads you into your wide-legged forward fold. Soften yourself here. Reach the crown of the head to the ground. Reach the heart to the back of the room. Finding any hand placement you want. And then inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, pivot the feet to face forward. Right hand down, left fingertips open you up, lunge twist. Weight shifts to the right side. Take yourself into your side plank. Maybe left heel stays lifted. Holding here. And then lower the left hand down. Float the right or the left foot next to the right, trying to keep it lifted. Maybe taking a 3-legged chaturanga. And then make your way into your downward facing dog. You're gonna couple rounds of breath here just to catch your breath. Maybe taking a moment in child's pose. When you're ready, leaning back in our downward facing dog. Soften the knees, lift the heels. Step, hop, float. Step your feet to the outside edges of the hands so you're landing in an active squat. So you're not in a yogi squat. You're a little bit higher, so hips are lifted. Draw the hands to your heart. And then on your exhale, coming up to standing, walk the feet underneath the hips. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. And then exhale, take a fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Take yourself through a chaturanga. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lift the right heel. Draw the right knee to the left tricep. And then kick the foot through. Fallen triangle. Lift the hips, reach left fingertips to the front of the room. Plant the left hand, 3-legged dog, right heel lifts. Step the foot to the outside edge of the right hand. Lift the hips back, modified pyramid. Take yourself into your skandasana, back of the mat. Hands to heart. Shift the weight forward. Skandasana, front of the mat. Skandasana, back of the mat. Lift yourself up, goddess pose. And then press the legs long, lift the fingertips. Pivot the feet out, so heels out, toes in. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. This time, left hand underneath the face. Right fingertips reach to the top of the room. Taking a twist. Maybe taking a half bind here. Right hand can reach for the left hip behind the low back. Release the right hand overhead. Right hand replaces the left. Take a twist over to the back of the room. So left fingertips rise. Left hand might take a half bind, reaching for the right hip. Release the left hand overhead. Walk yourself forward, all 10 toes forward. Left hand down, right arm opens you up, twist. This time, using your core, lift yourself up. Coming up to standing, so we're in an open twist to the right side in our crescent lunge. Right hand can plant on the back of the left leg, coming into revolved crescent. Right or left fingertips reach overhead. Next, exhale, windmill yourself open, coming into a warrior two pose. And into the right knee, lengthen the left leg, back foot flat. Reverse your warrior. And then coming through center, reach the right fingertips as far forward as you can. Take yourself into your side angle pose. Left arm can reach overhead or maybe to the top of the room. Maybe using your core strength, reach the right fingertips in the same direction as the left. Like you're holding a beach ball. Next breath in, reverse your triangle, release the front leg. Arms out to a T. Reach as far forward again as you can, and then make your way into Trikonasana triangle. Right hand to the shin, or maybe a block. Again, maybe using your core strength. Reach the right fingertips as far forward as you can. Avoiding collapsing on the right side, avoiding collapsing into the weight. Using the hand as a crutch. One more time, reverse your warrior, right knee bent. Cartwheel the hands down. Side plank, left side, right away. If the right foot is lifted, maybe draw a knee or draw a bend to the right knee. Maybe catch hold of the top of the foot. If you had that release, maybe keep the right foot floating next to the left. Make your way through a chaturanga, meeting in our downward facing dog. Left heel lifts. Left knee draws to the right tricep. Kick it through, coming into your fallen triangle. Lift the hips. Reach the right arm overhead. Right hand plants, three-legged dog on your inhale. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Hips shift back. Modified pyramid pose. Walk the hands back, Skandasana, back of the mat. Skandasana, front of the mat. And then Skandasana back. Lift yourself up, goddess pose right away. Finding an ounce of stillness. And then lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs. 5-pointed start. Toes in, heels out. Hinge at the hips. Wide-legged forward fold. Plant the right hand underneath the face. Take a twist to the front of the room. Maybe take that half bind. Releasing left hand in front of the face. Twist to the back of the room. Right hand might grab for the left hip. Release the right hand. Walk yourself forward. Left hand reaches up to the top of the room, right hand plants. Using your core, coming up the standing. Open twist to the left side in your crescent legs. Maybe take this into a revolved crescent. Left hand reaches for the back of the right leg. Soften the shoulders. Bend a little bit deeper into the left knee. Windmill yourself open. Back heel lowers, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And then coming back to your warrior two, reach the left fingertips to the front of the room. Coming into your side angle pose, finding your variation. You want to intensify this, adding a little bit of core, left fingertips to the right or to the front of the room. Holding that beach ball. Keep the outside edge of the right foot rooted. And then reverse your triangle. Use the core to lift you up. Arms back to a T. Reach the left fingertips forward. Shift the hips back. Trikonasana triangle. Left hand to the shin or block. The shoulders stacked. Opening, peeling the right hip open. Maybe reach the left fingertips forward, engaging your core. One more, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel the hands down, side plank, right side. Your choice to keep the left leg lifted. Maybe take a bend to that knee, maybe catch hold at the top of the foot. Release the foot. Top of a plank. Your choice for a chaturanga, maybe keep the left foot lifted. Press into the palms, bend the knees, sink the hips, and then exhale. Step or hop your feet to the outside edges of your hands. Active squat, hips are high, but knees are bent. A little bit higher than Malasana. Next exhale, lift yourself up, hands draw to your heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Wiggle the feet underneath the hips. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, take a fold forward. Halfway lift. Exhale to plant your palms. You've got a Vinyasa chaturanga. If not, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right heel. Draw the knee to the left tricep, fallen triangle. Maybe try to lift the right foot using that inner thigh strength. And then take yourself into your three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. You've got a wild thing if it's there for you. If not, just taking some knee circles. And then using your core, hug the knee to the chest if you took wild thing. Step the foot to the outside edge of the right hand. Hip shift back, modified pyramid. Walk yourself back into your Skandasana. And then right away, Skandasana, front of the mat. Skandasana back. Inhale, lifts you up into your goddess pose, heels in, toes out. This time, draw the hands to the inner thighs, palms face down. Wrists are facing the back of the room, fingertips on the inner thighs. Lower the right shoulder down. Coming into a little bit of a twist. Moving back through center. Lower the left shoulder, take that twist. Gaze can shift over the right shoulder. Move back through center. Hands to heart, sink a little deeper. And then 5-pointed star. Heels out, toes in, wide-legged forward fold. This time taking this a little bit deeper. Maybe you're open enough now to take this onto your forearms. If an inversion is part of your practice, now's the time to take it. And then when you're ready, coming back onto your hands. Walk yourself forward. Left hand down, right fingertips twist. And then lifting yourself up. Revolved crescent. Windmill yourself open, warrior two pose. Reverse your warrior. And then side angle pose. This time playing with a half or full bind. Stay lifted through the right side of the body. Stay broad through the collarbones. Sink a little deeper in the right knee. Release the bind. Reverse your triangle. And then coming out, arms out to a T. Take a soft bend in the right knee. Skipping triangle this time, but heading right into our half moon pose. So right hand comes up and over outside of the right pinky toe. Left toes might need to hop in a little bit. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Gaze can shift to the top hand if you feel stable. Keep flexing the left toes. Maybe lift the right fingertips, testing your balance. Stay rooted through the right big toe. Maybe draw the right hand to the chest. Soften the right knee. As soft as you can, step yourself back, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel the hands down. Fascisasana, left side, side plank. Oops. Maybe touch the right toes behind the left leg this time. Take another wild thing. And then take yourself through your Chaturanga Dandasana. One more side here. Left heel rises. Knee does to the right tricep, fallen triangle. Maybe lift the left foot, working on that strength of the legs. Plant the right hand, three-legged dog. Wild thing if it's there for you today. And then hug the knee to the chest. Step as slowly as you can. Left foot outside of the left hand. Modified pyramid, shift the hips back. Walk the hands over to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Skandasana front. One more time to the back of the mat. Lift yourself up, goddess pose. This time, taking eagle arms. Grab the right arm underneath the left. Press the forearms forward. Roll the shoulders down the back. Release the arms, switching sides, left arm wraps underneath the right. Holding here for one more round of breath. Feel that stretch along your shoulder blades. Release the arms, hands to heart. Shoot your legs straight, 5-point start. Heels out, toes in. Your wide-legged forward fold. This time hanging out here just for a little bit longer. Again, coming onto forearms. Maybe working on that inversion. Maybe just playing with shifting the weight to the toes, lifting the heels. Whatever it is, just taking yourself or your practice leading you. And coming back onto the hands. Pivot the feet. Right hand down, left fingertips lift to the top of the room. And then revolved crescent. Coming up to standing. Windmill the arms open, warrior two pose. Reverse your warrior. And then take yourself into your side angle. And playing with a half or full bind here. Interlacing the hands behind the left hip. Roll the right shoulder down the back. Opening through the chest. Releasing any bind. Release into your reverse triangle. And then arms out to a T. Soften the left knee. Reach the left fingertips up and over from the left pinky toe. Make your way into your half moon pose. Hip stack, shoulder stack. Right foot is flexed. Maybe play with lifting the left fingertips off the mat, using the core to stabilize you. Left hand might draw to the heart. One more round of breath here. Soften the left knee, touch the right toes back, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel the hands down. Vashisthasana, one more time, right side. Stack the feet. Maybe lift the left foot. Maybe touch the toes behind the leg. One more wild thing. And take yourself through one more chaturanga. Let the knees lower wide, hips to heels. Balasana, child's pose. Draw the forehead down. Arms can rest alongside body. Maybe rock the forehead side to side. Let the belly fall in between the thighs. Walk the fingertips over to the right side. Gaze can shift underneath the right armpit. Walk the fingertips through center over to the left side. Gaze can shift underneath the left armpit. And coming back through center. A little bit more heart opening. Keep walking the hands as far forward as you can until the hips align over the knees, and then melt the heart down, puppy pose. You're keeping the elbows lifted, keeping the core engaged, avoiding collapsing, staying broad through the chest. Maybe resting the chin or forehead on your mat. Walk the hands back in. And sink the hips off to one side. We'll bring the feet out long in front of us. Flex the toes back to the face. Reach the arms overhead, reaching from the sits bones out through the fingertips. Find that energy and then take a fold forward. And coming up to seated. Bend the left knee. And then cross the right leg over the left. So right foot should be on the outside of the left thigh. Inhale. Right arm reaches behind the hips. Left fingertips reach to the top of the room. And then catch the left arm on the right thigh, coming into a twist. And then coming through center. We'll come into Gomukhasana legs. So keep the right knee stacked on top of the left. Try drawing the feet parallel with the knees. I'm a little tight in my hips, so this is a little tricky for me. But try to flex through the feet to protect the knee joints. You can stay upright if your flexibility allows you. You can fold into this, holding over the knees. I'm gonna stay upright. I am feeling this in my hips a lot right now. So this can be a super intense pose for you. So continuing to breathe into it, drawing the breath to those areas that you're feeling uncomfortable or tense. Relaxing the jaw, giving that a couple wiggles side to side. If you are folded, starting to come back up. And then I'm crossing the legs. Plant the feet mat's width. Hands can come behind the hips. Just take a couple windshield wipers side to side to release that. Going back through center. Bend the right knee. Cross the left foot over the right thigh. Left hand reaches behind the hips. Right arm reaches to the top of the room. Then catch the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Taking your twist to the left side. Going back through center. Gomukhasana, cow face pose on this side. So left knee stacks on top of right. Wiggle the feet out so they're about parallel with the knees. Keep the feet flexed. And again, choosing your depth so hands can rest next to the hips, keeping yourself upright, spine long. You want to fold into this, just starting to reach from the crown of the head and then fold gently over the knees. Remember in your breath here. You're folded, starting to make your way back up. Cross the legs, bend the hands behind the hips. A few more windshield wipers, release this. Coming to center, into Navasana pose. Shins can be parallel with the earth, toes on the ground. Reach to the top, to the front of the room. Open chest out wide, a little bit of fire here. And then we'll lower into our low boat hold and just a couple rounds of breath up. Breathe. Keep your gaze to the top of the room so your chest stays wide. One more round of breath. And then releasing, take a full body stretch here. Lifting toes and fingers in opposite directions. And draw the heels of the feet together, knees draw wide. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And just scoot to Baddha Konasana, kind of on equal fold. Letting the breath circle off. Being the observer behind your thoughts. avoiding any urge to resist or fight, allowing your body to rest here. The remainder of practice. And the mind starts to wander, coming back to your breath. Inhaling new energy, experiences. Every exhale releases, detoxifies the body of unneeded experiences, worries, whatever's not serving you. You can stay in this pose, or you can move into your final Shavasana shape. Whatever that looks like to you. You can stay here for as long as you would like. Taking this moment for yourself to do absolutely nothing, to just be. Let go. Namaste.